So, we are going to have a look at this Whitby seafood breaded prawns. They're meant to be a hot snack, but they don't come with any sauce. Now, I got these in Farm Foods. So, and I paid £1 for it. So I wasn't expecting much, but it is meant to have 38% prawn. Of course, not very high, but what do you expect? Now, it has the usual of everything else that normally comes in with prawns. You might have shell, don't be silly. They say, like, watch out for bones. There never is any, but they just cover themselves just in case one sneaks in sometime very far in the future. That probably never ever happened. So yeah, we have the colourings and that lot all on the breaded item itself. So as we say, we have the prawns. There's not many of them because the bag only has 132 grams, and they have 2 yellow and 2 green, so healthy wise. If you hear the noise now, I actually have them in the oven. There isn't many of them, as I've said. I need to, there they are. So yeah, there isn't many of them, but what do you expect for £1? My thing would be that even if you went to a takeaway or a fish and chip shop and they give you this many, they'd still be charging you like £7 for them. Or if you had them on a scampi meal. So since they've been in a bag, then they haven't all kept their breading. So at the minute, this is how they are looking. As you see how many there is 8 and 132 grams. They've got the shape, so push that back in. We'll let it do for a little more. So yeah, we're going to do them for a little more. I'll put them on a plate. We'll try the taste without putting some lemon juice on. I think I have some lemon juice. Or if not, I'll put some vinegar on. I'll put something on. And then we'll see how it goes. Now, as we said, they're only £1. There's not much you can do with £1 and fish. So they are supposed to be Whitby. They are supposed to be good, but they do a bite one that has other fish in it and not prawn. That one says it has prawn. We have to say it's probably a smaller, lower class ones that have much less value. So we'll see what it's like, and we'll come back and I'll show you as soon as they're cooked. Okay, we've finished cooking them and they're now sitting in the bowl. So let's show you what they look like. Now, I want to give you a better idea on size. So, better idea on size. So with that, we'll take this one out. Slightly damaged, lost its little thing off the end. Of course, that is a UK 2p. So that is the size of it. So let's see what it's like. It is sourced responsibly. It's supposed to take 10 to 12 minutes in the frying pan. or 15 minutes in the oven. I have an air fryer oven, so it needs a lot less than that. If you put it in for that length of time, you will burn it to a crisp. And actually, it has the bite, so it hasn't been sort of, you get prawns and then you mush them up and mix them together. These are actually full size, real, genuine. So of course, there's only 38% prawn. The other 62% is all this batter. So I've put a tiny bit of vinegar on. This is the standard malt vinegar, the dark colour one. See if that changes. I don't have any lemon juice. I normally do. But this seems to be the biggest one. It's about the size of a McDonald's chicken nugget. So, for £1, they're not bad. I did expect them to be mushed up and mixed up and that lot, but they're not, which is quite surprising. So, if you ever fancy something different and you don't want to get fish, then I don't know what these are supposed to be at standard price, but being £1, then that's not too bad. So I don't have any spicy dip, so I can't use that. I've got some sweet and sour sauce, but I don't know what dip they are using here. But it says perfect for sharing. 132 grams is not perfect for sharing. That is a one-person portion as a snack, as a starter. It isn't a sharing item, because they're not big enough to be a sharing item. So with that, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video, and bye for now.